What's up, you guys? Welcome to a new video on Kevin Stash, and in today's video, I want to talk about some things in my Nintendo collection I would never sell. Mainly because these all have like sentimental value, and let's begin. So first things first, the first one has to be my first ever amiibo, which is the Wedding Mario amiibo. I got this during Black Friday in the year 2018. This was like a year after Super Mario Odyssey released, and I remember I went to Black Friday at GameStop and I decided to pick up this amiibo. I think it wasn't on sale if I recall. Maybe it had like a $3 discount. It was like for 12 bucks. So I got the amiibo. I did miss out on the complete set, which is something I do regret because nowadays when I check like Amazon, the fucking prices for these amiibos have skyrocketed. Like the whole set is probably like 200 bucks online. The next thing has to be the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch, released in 2020 for the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary. I remember getting this for Christmas. Funny enough, funny story on the whole like Game & Watch thingy. I was gonna get it for my birthday. I decided to buy Mario Kart Live Home Circuit for some reason. I still have Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, but I've never played it. I haven't played it at all in a while, so I just have it there in my room collecting dust for some reason. But yeah, I got the Game & Watch for Christmas that year. And funny enough, I have two Mario Game & Watches. And it's kind of a weird scenario. Like, I just found out the year thereafter, the year afterwards, 2021, my parents give me another Game & Watch, the Mario one as well. And I'm all like, I have two Game & Watches. And I find out that they bought two Game & Watches in 2020. So one of them was going to be the one for Christmas, and then the following year I got the same Game and Watch. But I think the reason why was because at the time I was like really obsessed with collecting, and they're all like, oh, you can have this extra one for like collecting, or if you want to resell it in the future. So I just have a new one, like sealed in the box, like never open. I mean, the only bad thing is that like the sticker got peeled off, so that's kind of bad. But overall, the Game and Watch does have like some sentimental value to me, due in part because this is like the first ever like retro-esque Nintendo history product I have. And I've always wanted a Game & Watch, and having like this replica version is pretty sick as well. The next one has to be also related to the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary, and that is the pin set that they released. I only have Volume 2. I wish I had Volume 1. Honestly, I'm a bigger fan of Volume 1. The set has like more like nostalgic, more of the 3D Mario games. This one and the OG ones. I haven't even opened this one, but I think it has like the Super Mario Odyssey pins, if I recall. But yeah, this one's pretty sick too. Am I ever gonna open it? Probably not. I just don't want to open it. These are pretty sick though. Like, I really like the one that has like all the characters. That's the only good thing about both volumes. It contains both of those pins, so that's pretty sick as well. Uh, this one's like an unexpected one, but this is like a Pokemon related thing. But this is like the first ever piece of Pokemon merchandise I ever got, and it's this like gold Mewtwo card. It's not actually a card. It's like I think it's supposedly 24 karat gold card, but I don't think it is like actually 24 karat. But supposedly the story behind this is that it's from a Burger King collaboration, because I remember getting this in 2015 at my elementary school, and here it is. It came with this Pokeball, and it had like a certificate, and I don't know what happened to it, and I kind of regret. I was a dumb kid. That's all I'll say. But I think the certificate's probably somewhere around my house, but probably like already like mantled or like crumbled to pieces. But if I had kept the case like in good condition, I think it would look great in my collection. And another thing I'm gonna point out is like the first ever games I got for a console. So for my 3DS, this isn't the first ever 3DS game I ever got. That would be Super Mario Maker for 3DS, which I got in 2016. I think that's a whole other video on what happened to my first ever 3DS. But this is what the first game I got for when I got my 2DS XL. Well, I mean, the first ever game was actually Mario Kart 7, which came pre-installed, but the first ever game I bought would be Super Mario 3D Land. And honestly, I think this is like the best pick I had, because honestly, I love this game. I fucking love it. Pretty underrated 3D Mario game in my opinion. The next one is my first ever GameCube game, which would be Super Mario Sunshine. I forgot how much I spent on it. Probably like 40 bucks, I think. I bought it at a shop in Little Tokyo here in Los Angeles. I got fucking scammed. I paid over 70 bucks for this game, and I regret it because the year afterwards last year in October, I went to a convention and they had a bunch of GameCube games for like $40, and one of them was Sunshine, and it even had the manual included. This one is I paid $70 and there's no manual at all. And the funniest part is that I can't even play it. Like I have the Wii that's backwards compatible with the GameCube, but I need a GameCube controller, and I also need to buy a GameCube uh, block memory card. And yeah, and the next one has to be my first ever Wii game, Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii for me is like the best Mario Kart. No contest. Mario Kart 8 is coming close though. I'm gonna admit it. Like the booster course pass is carrying it. If they add Funky Kong, I think like that's it. Like it's a wrap. Like Mario Kart 8 is the best one. But until they add Funky Kong, Mario Kart Wii is still peak in my opinion. And funny enough, another thing I hate about myself as a kid was that I would remove the artwork. So as you can tell, this is like obviously printed out, and I don't know why I would remove it as a kid. Like that was a pretty bad choice on my end. Like why would I do that? Like what do I gain from doing that? Luckily, I also like ripped the manuals as well. Luckily, I was able to get like a backup one from like my cousin's game because he sold his Wii games, and I got to keep some of the manuals. So I'm kind of happy about that as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's also one more game, which is Super Mario 3 All Stars. That one I'm never selling as well, especially now that it's pretty hard to find since it got I guess you could say delisted, and also like they stopped producing the game, so that as well. But overall, these are all the things that I would never sell. There are more stuff. I don't really want to consider systems. Like I don't want to put them in this list because what's the point of putting them if you could like there's a bunch in the world, but these games like they also sell a lot of them, but they have more of a sentimental value compared to a console. I think the only one I wouldn't sell would probably be my Wii. Even if it gets like broken down, I'm never selling it. Like I'll try to fix it in some way, but if not, then I'm never throwing it away because that's like my first ever console. So that's the only one that gets an exemption from this like whole discussion. But overall, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy.